Hello everyone, welcome to another brand new video. On this one, I'm just basically rolling my eyes on all these performative people in this VTubing sphere, and I completely understand why so many people, especially more of the normal content creators, absolutely just despise a lot of these VTubers. Although, as I've been trying myself to kind of, make my way into the VTubing sphere, doing collabs with my VTubing friends, meeting VTubers, finishing up my model, and kind of just, preparing myself to do my own debut, I have realized that, well, there's just a lot of very, very low IQ people in the whole VTubing sphere. And I think I've kind of finally fine-tuned the exact reason why, because there's so many people who see a lot of these things as like surface level dramas, if you will, and they don't really understand what they're saying and why they're saying it. And as well, we also have the secondary problem of people who love to go and self-insert themselves into random situations and random dramas, and it's very intriguing, because as they go and do that self-insertion, which in all honesty, I really do not generally mind at all. I like when people tweet. I like when people share their opinions. I like when people make YouTube videos, or as well, if anything, I would hope you guys would be okay with me ever making these types of commentary videos. I don't mind if people ever disagree with me, as long as you always do it respectfully, and I myself will always try my best to do the same. But that's one kind of thing we've noticed a lot, and especially in this BAO situation, where I am getting a massive headache. Now, to be fully honest over here, I definitely am a little bit more of a probably biased person myself, or as well maybe as someone who is maybe on the next level of information, of research, of me actually knowing what's going on. Because I've done many videos on this, or more specifically on the BAO girl. At my channel, I am technically like a drama channel, so we've discussed these things and talked about things or whatever it might be. So once again, a month ago, I had multiple videos discussing the Muujin, the Demi situation, BAO, etc. And I'm not 100% even a BAO hater. I've even made videos over here being like, hey, this really sucked that someone a BAO was having weird websites go and creep on them and try to go and save VODs. I thought this was actually something worth sharing to VTubers as a whole. Or as well, I even made a video discussing how we saw BAO get scammed, and yeah, people were also critiquing her, but you never want to get someone being scammed. I try to be a very kind of centrist-y type channel and kind of let everyone go and say their opinions and say their thoughts. So one thing that I try my best to do, or, I got some bias, especially in the BAO situation for sure, because if you guys kind of forget this, I've said this so many times that it is all relative, because it's a class of character. This BAO woman is a just bad person. And now I'm kind of seeing up here on Twitter, and it's kind of the usual same people who are just dumb. They self-insert themselves, they have zero research, and they don't even know what they're saying. They're basically just trying to go and type whatever lines they can up on Twitter to get some easy likes, to be the contrarian, if you will. It's kind of basically being the, on both, I can't think of the best example, just basically no matter what you go and say with logic or not, they're gonna go, la 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 la, why do you hate BAO? She's a woman. And then just assume that you just hate women. Thankfully, a lot of people who watch my channel, look at my Twitter, or as well to the broad awakening of the VTubing sphere is opening people's eyes. And as we kind of make these videos where I talk about it, I just realized that this is pretty much the problem in the VTubing sphere. Because right now we're trying to see some folks actually go and defend this BAO girl. And before I go into this nitty gritty, I do want to agree on some points. I don't like when people get harassed on their looks. I don't like when people get harassed and call a H word, O word, whatever it might be. These oh wow, whatever. Because if you guys watch most of my videos, see the people I associate with, I really am trying to hit that centrist mark, because that's just who I am as a person. If you're some personal bit on the right-leaning side, I'll hang out with you. I don't mind. I've done collabs with people that are the most extremely left people you've ever seen. I've hung out with lesbians. I've hung out with I have trans people in my community. I have everyone. I really truly do not care. What you do in your life, as long as you're good to me, I'll always be good to you back. But this is the big issue, is because some people are so hard stuck on their thoughts or their opinions or their oshis or whatever it might be, that they're in a la la land, and they can't realize that someone like BAO has actually done a lot of really bad things. And it's not about the fact if she's going to be a flesh tuber or she shows her face. Well, there are some people who definitely do think that that's an issue, but that's because of the person and personification of who this woman is. Now, you guys may know some of this or not, I have no idea, but I've even had a 2-hour-long video discussing on how bad of a person this BAO lady is. And I don't really care. I generally do not mind, I think, in almost every single other VTuber. There's been a lot of VTubers out there who I think are generally great people. I'm dude, literally, there's these crazy videos. And the thing is, a lot of people actually agreed with what I had to go and say, because I had proof, I had timestamps of it all, and I do think a lot of people agree with these opinions. Because there were certain things, say how BAO did with Sykkuno. BAO was calling this guy a literal child predator, never backtracked it, although a little bit of respect to Muujin, he did, although kind of poorly, but he did. So then BAO up there is going and retweeting and basically doing these strange like underground Discord messages, and then just doesn't even care about the victims, because the victim themselves, this is all provable stuff. I have videos, go check it out. All these like things are like things that this person just never did. Like, she never actually cared about the victim. She was like, oh my God, I'm giving you such good moving advice. And the girl sent like 12 lines being like, oh, you should get a mover. It's so much quicker. You know, like stuff like that. She's not some superhero. This woman sucks. Like, she's trying to cancel people. She was labeling people child predators. Like, she's done stuff. There's been view bots in her account as well. Now, we can't go in 100% say it was her doing this, but both Bao and Shiley had view bots on her account. And then where's it stop? Is she buying Twitter followers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never know when these kind of absolutely scumbag people do this stuff. If this was a normal streamer or a man, this person will be completely taken off the internet. Like, this is the reality of it all. So it's kind of weird that we're seeing these like La La Land folks not fully realizing that, yeah, you know, some people do appreciate like, you know, the purity of VTubing. You know, you don't show your face, or the Japanese roots, idol culture. I've never been one of those people. You guys can watch it. All my videos, I have like probably thousands of hours of my opinions out here, that's the great part. You can look. Or even when I interact with Bao back in the day, there's many times where like those tweets are still up there, and I think I treated her with a lot of respect. Or I'm trying to go sometimes bring people down to be like, you don't actually have to attack her on her looks, but you can attack her on her absolute disgusting inner personality. Now, I'm very biased. Like, this is one of those things I'll tell you guys right now, because I've said this before, dude, I had to go and literally have lawyers and police officers involved due to the actions of what Bao's community did that she never disdained and she never stopped, which was a lot of people calling her on out because there is a 17-year-old child who was being groomed by women, and when people were trying to go and expose that and discuss that, people in Bao's community and a lot of people who were absolutely on their knees for Bao for whatever reason, and I'm still scorned on this, I'll bring it up every single time because it was an absolute disgusting situation, we're going and attacking people trying to go pretend a literal child or protect a little child to go, and that was like being groomed. Like, I've made videos on this. We've showed the entire story. We showed the logs, and this was all ongoing during stupid Bao drama. Like, this person is an absolute disgusting person. And it makes me extremely sad because people are seeing like this surface level, like Twitter trend or whatever it might be, and they just don't understand that people are just done with this woman. I myself, I do not care if you are a VTuber and you show your face. Do it. It's a different type of content. Have fun. Sometimes I don't even prefer it. You're mixing things up. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Do it. Or as well, if you're a girl who does like an OF or fancy, whatever, I'll be honest, some people, maybe in that same people who are against Bao, they're completely against that. You know, that's their prerogative. That's fine. I do not care. I'm friends with people who do that type of lewd content. Whatever. It's your life, your body. I will never care. But what I do care about is when you have this content creator who has done like literal massive amounts of, I made a 2-hour-long video discussing on how this person has never taken accountability, who has been bullying people, letting her community go bully people, and now that finally she's not in this like, you know, golden grace and golden goose, because I can tell you guys exactly how this led up to this point, because we're seeing these delusional people who think if you're like this famous person, they will suck your dry to try to get a little tiny ounce of clout. Like, this is me maybe a little bit too real, I don't know, but I see this with Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse does something wrong. Well, guess what? You know, she's had a hard life. Yeah, dude, after like the 15th time, guess what? You have to go take accountability for your actions. Oh my God. And I like Iron Mouse. There's like no shit on her, but she's like probably the perfect example. Like, if you do something wrong, you can't always be in this perfect bubble. And I think that bubble popped because we saw this massive pattern of really bad behavior of this horrible woman. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like I almost feel like I have to go and explain what actually happened at some point so people can even understand why I dislike this person. This is the only VTuber I dislike within good reason. Because like I said, there was the police literally involved due to her actions and what she was not condemning and what her community was doing to me. And I never talked about that before because I don't want to be too much of a victim Andy. This person is a horrible person. And I'm seeing people over here on like Twitter, we'll go through some of them, trying to be like, oh, you know, she's this queen, she should do whatever she wants. Yeah, if she was any normal person, I don't think people would really care. Like, you know how many times I've seen VTubers at this point go and be like VTuber first in real life? Yes, there are some schizos who care a little bit too much with it. But like, it's okay, people have their opinions. If they prefer VTubers who do that, they can just go watch them, that's fine. But the big issue, and this is why it always gets into this broad scale, is you have like at this point, like 70% of people who understand these dark things that she's done. Like, this person labeled them and was promoting that Sykkuno was interacting with children, and then people were assuming that Sykkuno was literally like doing inappropriate things, like some EDP level things with children. And then when she went live, she never denounced it, and she tried to go and scapegoat and like get rid of accountability. Stuff like this is absolutely disgusting. How do people in this VTubing world, like they're generally in this la la land? And like some people actually support this. Like I feel like I'm interacting with crazy folks, and why do I even like the VTubing sphere? Now, thankfully, as time has kind of progressed, I found more people who understand, or as well as these like kind of like veils go and drop behind people like Bao. You have the Sinder situation. Bao has been in so many different dramas, so many different things, and people dislike her for actual valid, like legitimate, her own personality reasons. Not because in real life, not because of fleshing, whatever. It's because of how bad of a person she is. I talked about this in the video before. I guess I'm a hater. I will gladly accept this. I'm a hater on her because I think that she has done dirty to me. She's done dirty to my friends. She has done dirty to people who she used to be friends with. This is a person that I would not want to be around. And she's interacted with me in real life too. And I did not even like the interaction in real life because she was insulting my own like Twitch mods in person. Like this woman sucks. Like truly, you are just a trash person. And I'm saying this with my own face involved. And it's not because you're a VTuber. I love VTubers. It's not because you're in real life flesh posting. Although you are really cringe as you do it because you kind of remind me of Quirky Chungus girl from 2018. And it looks like you're trying to go and get into all the LA circles because everyone else in the VTubing sphere just doesn't seem to really like you. And it kind of seems like as we kind of go through this all, there's so many videos on my channel because this woman is just in front of people's eyes horrible. And this is like what I'm trying to go and allude towards is that you can have all of these things, all these proofs or whatever, and there's going to be people who don't care about these videos, don't care about people's opinions, or sometimes even just disagree with me, which is totally fine. Like if you like her content, that's fine. Watch it. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life at all. If anything, some people are saying it's kind of good she's leaving the VTubing sphere, but no, as a content creator, we're still going to see her. I just think she's generally a bad person. Like truly, this is the worst VTuber I think I've seen. And once again, you can put this on something like, say, Sinder. Cinder was involved in that drama, and guess what? She has not been in drama since. It looks like she has some great friends. And to kind of give a little bit of, I'm sorry for them kind of being associated with this video because I don't really know them, but there's people out there like that Lucia person. The Lucia person, I saw her, and I've seen nothing but nice things about this girl. Like, it just, this person seems great. I saw Pixie Hound too as well, and they look like genuine friends. You know what I mean? Like, they seem like actual genuine friends. Like, if I pull her up over here, and I'll even give you guys even more stories. I saw this Lucia person. One time I was watching a smaller VTuber, I don't want to say their name, but I was watching their stream because they were about to do a collab with her. And like I was like, hey, like you're like the one newbie over here. I don't really know you. What's up? Like just saying hi, as I would hope most people would. And then I saw this Lucia person. That streamer herself had issues. And I saw the Lucia, like, you know, Cinder's friend, her own VTuber herself, was like, hey, like, let me go and call you right now. They went instantly called, instantly let her know that there was an issue, sat there in her own time off a stream to go and fix it. And like, that was, to me, I saw that stuff. Like that to me is a really random interaction that I see from these VTubers, and it shows that that person's a great person. I went in the Pixie Hound stream too as well, and I don't know these people. Like I've barely interacted with them in any capacity. Like this is not me being like, oh my God, we're besties. They probably don't even know I exist. Or maybe like in passing, be like, oh yeah, maybe I saw them in my chat one time. You know, they don't follow me. We're not friends with them. It's nothing. I'm just randomly here making video commentary. But that Pixie Hound dude, I think one time she was even doing like a reaction video. I typed in her chat randomly, just I don't know there. I've typed a few times. And then she, I think, quite literally paused the reaction that she was doing, interacted with me, and I think, you know, added extra work for herself to go respond to me in her chat, and you have to edit out later on. You know, I've done reaction content myself, so I understand, like, you sometimes it's weird to go on like a weird 2 or 3 minute tangent to respond to someone. But those are like the people that Cinder found. And those are the people that like Cinder's associating yourself with at this point. Like that's, like those seem like great people. Like shout out to Pixie, shout out to Cinder. And I don't really ever like to go like bring other people down, like say Bao, to go bring someone up. That's not really like a vibe I like. And I'm sure if someone, either those two women saw this, they'd probably be like, well, why do I have to be associated with this stupid stuff? Like, why do I have to be the secondary friend? No, I get that. But it kind of goes and shows that sometimes though, you're not like the secondary leftover. You're not like the second person. You're like the improvement. Like you're after like someone kind of grows and learns the reality of this disgusting, like almost, if you're on the top, then everyone loves you. But once you're kind of like tossed aside, everyone hates you. You kind of became friends with that Cinder girl who kind of rose above them. Like took a chance to realize that it's time for me to take my stream serious. She does not like touch on drama. She just goes and streams and has fun. And like, that's a good quality. Like if anything, I respect Cinder more. And I think if anything, I said these new women over here are not like some second fodders. These are like the next level. And we go and see Bao, and Bao's just in drama nonstop. She's trying to instigate drama with all these people. It's like, what is going on? And that's kind of, if you guys can see this picture, it's like, it's just so much fake BS. It's just bullshit. And like, I feel almost I have to start speaking my mind more on this because I feel like I should. Like, I don't want to be around these fake people in the VTubing sphere because, especially as a man, like, when I see these people that are kind of like protecting people and they don't really see the whole big picture, as a man, I'm like, I don't think I really want to deal with you. You don't understand like the nuances. You don't understand like actually history, doing research and what you have to say. And I think other people in the VTubing sphere are kind of slowly realizing this too as well. Because, well, it's a little bit of a strange call. I'm not really sure who I want to go and talk about because I don't want to like cause beef on these people, but I do think this is actually problematic behavior if you guys let me speak like purely. Like, I see a tweet like this. Like, who gives a flying F about if a VTuber does a face reveal? I don't think most people usually do, or at least my opinions are not on that. I don't mind, that's fine. Like, if you want to show your face, you want to show your hands, you want to show a picture of your husband, you want to do anything, go for it. Maybe I'm a different like level, maybe I'm not part of this problem, but like, you do whatever you want. I truly 100% do not care, it's your content. But many people are saying that Bao was using the VTubing sphere. You hit this pinnacle, there's like a certain gap, and now a lot of people in the VTubing sphere are consistently calling her out for good reason, like many good reasons. There's like 5 or so massive dramas and many more mini ones. There's even dramas that I've heard through in private that I just don't want to share. It's not my time, not my place to share it. But there's also stuff that happened to me that I don't want to share because there's legal issues and she was disgusting. Like, if this was like a normal streamer, if this was a man, he'd be gone. Like, if I was a man, he'd be gone. Like, I don't really know what else to really kind of say for this. That is like just the reality of it all. But anyway, they're saying Bao is a confident queen who deserves to enjoy life and stream whatever she wants. Why is she a confident queen who deserves to enjoy life? She tried to ruin other people's lives. Like, is this like the people you want to go and like support? Like, this is kind of like the big issue over here. No, I'm so sorry for putting you on blast, this random smaller content creator. Like, I'm not trying to make your day worse. I hope you don't even see this. Like, I hope you just live your la la land and make it all fine. Because I'm not trying to be like, oh, let's go, like, be mean to someone. But I think you're just the perfect case in point. And I think you're actually a bad instance of these like hyper fans and the super parasocialism, because what do you benefit from going and defending this woman who is calling people like a child predator, who is like quite literally harassed people, allowed her community before she was outside of the fallen graces to harass many people, to try to ruin people's lives? Why is this person defending this? Is it because you're so surface level that you just think that people are upset about the fact that she's like doing flesh posting? Yes, that's not okay. I agree with you. I don't think people should be harassing this woman in any capacity whatsoever for her looks or calling her a W, whatever it might be. I actually don't think so, because you can critique someone like this on their behaviors. But for some odd reason, many VTubers think if you're famous, you can do no wrong. There's many good content creators out there that are like these bigger, even bigger than Bao, who I think are truly genuinely good content creators. Like, there's also people who I think are underrated who deserve Bao's viewers, who deserve to be more of like a pinnacle of the VTubing sphere. And some of those people, in my opinion, are also people who have shown their selves, shown their husband, shown whatever. But they're just generally good people, good content creators. Like, this isn't me trying to be all salty on Bao. This is me trying to go and say that you guys in this VTubing sphere somehow plopped up some of the most disgusting, vile, horrible women, and then you're still defending them after the whole most other rest of the world understands that they are trash. This Bao woman is a bad person. Like, truly, once again, when there was a literal child that was being like groomed and hurt, she didn't care. She was like, and then even when people are being like, Bao, this is a bad, big, serious situation. When Nina Lin went and sexually harassed Disguised Toast and people were literally using Disguised Toast as the example, she was going and blaming Cinder's audience and saying that people need to go and be getting like hair transplants and take hair transplant drugs. Now, don't get me wrong. People online can be very annoying. I can understand. I've seen this because I've had my female friends, VTuber friends, go and complain about it all. Like, there is some people online, if some girls like, I hate men, I understand, sister, I'm with you. But at the same time, there's a, like, I hate men, but, I appreciate the good men, exaggeration, versus the, I genuinely think that no matter what I do, it's Cinder's fault, it's someone else's fault, or I've never said sorry, or I've never clarified these horrible things that I've done. And it makes me sad because, like, no one's going to see this, or some people even might go and, like, think I'm being a hater on this Bao girl. Like, I do not hate this woman. Like, I might be like, I dislike her very much, or even maybe in this video I may have said I hate her. Whatever she does doesn't affect me whatsoever, at all. But it does make me kind of feel bad that people are blindly going and, like protecting them. Now, I do want to say I do agree. Like, I don't think people should really be bashing her appearance that much, too much. Like, that sometimes gets a little bit too chronically online, just in general. But once again, you kind of say these things, it's like you kind of, this is the most surface level. You don't really understand it. The issue is that this woman was like protecting at this point, like, because like she was basically roadblocking, if you will. I don't, maybe not protecting, but like roadblocking, if you will, children that were getting groomed. Like, I like, you guys might be like, oh, it's not really, you know, like, it's not really her fault, whatever. No, it really is, because as a content creator, it's your fault. If your community is harassing people, hurting people, or trying to hide stories, and you go and basically add fuel to the fire, this is my point for many videos I've said with her, then you're at fault. Like, you can't go and be like, Mike, I don't control my community, and like, oh, I totally love my community. No, because any content creator can realize this stuff, especially when it's trending. We literally saw people calling her out for all this flesh posting, and she removes the VTubing tag the next day. Like, she sees this stuff. So it's, once again, you have this person who is acknowledging this, but they're trying to be sly about it. And that's why people are calling her out, because she's trying to be like sneaky about it. They're trying to be like, oh my God, this is whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But no, this is like basically trying to go hide a murder in plain sight. None of this is that extreme or that dramatic, but at the end of the day, like, just kind of stinks, because they always see these creators maybe just trying to get easy likes or views or insert themselves in drama, and it's just weird. Now, there are certain things like this. Same like I did a face reveal because I felt like I was limited as a VTuber. I wanted to do more in real life content. Being a VTuber is amazing, but you are capped when it comes to real life events and content. I think she realized it and want to take to the next step in her career. I wish her the best. Like, what is wrong with this post? Like, do I always tell them supposed to like sit here for like children and kind of go like the back and forth? Like this person's over here like insulting people, completely missing the mark, and you're just like argumentative. It's like a weird vibe. Like, you just do not get it. This person is chiming in on their own thoughts and saying like, hey, you know, sometimes maybe I want to do in real life content. Maybe Bao want to do more in real life content, expand out horizons. She was doing it on YouTube before. Like, this is like the type of commentary I'm trying to say that this is like a perfect example of. Like, this person right here is like inserting, like they're adding to this. They're discussing and like kind of saying the conversation of flesh tubers versus not. This person's doing things right. Once again, I'm sorry for like bringing one person down to bring some person up, but it's like it's kind of a big issue with me for this. Like, you see this type of stuff, you know? I don't know. Now, obviously, there are some people that are quoting ludicrous lines when it comes to Bao. And as a gossip channel, I laugh at this stuff. I don't like if she feels horrible or insulted. I don't want Bao to lose money, whatever it might be. I don't want her life worse. But I also want her to not make other people's lives worse. Hopefully, like, people are understanding these, like, the commentary I'm trying to go and say. You know? So even some people, like, see, this is what I like as, like, a commentary sphere, is that you have some people that can actually go and make commentary or critiques without, like, being, like, super evil or super bad. And, like, it's an intriguing thing to break on down. I don't know why people are surprised Bao the Whale is slowly pivoting away from VTubing and assimilating to the California Surregalio, I don't know what that means, becoming a real-life streamer. It's literally the mean girl of Wall Street 101. You basically go and do everything you can all around you, metaphorically, you know, and literally until you make it. So you just go and grind, you use people, you get your friends, and then the second all this big drama happened, like, Bao kind of just took a step away, which was probably the best for her, because, you know, she had mental issues, and that doesn't justify this stuff, but, like, that's good. That's what you should be doing. Like, I support her. Go to therapy, maybe take some time off. Maybe if you don't like VTubing, or, like, you have these VTubers who are, like, kind of hounding on you and critiquing you, like, even like this type of video, then yeah, maybe you want to take a step away. I support this. Like, I don't want this woman to have a horrible life. I don't want this woman to be harassed or hurt or anything. Yeah, I'm living my simpy life. But it's true. Like, you know, this is just an online person who makes content who I just have seen her do, like, bad things to me. Like, truly, not to even be a victim Andy, but bad things to others. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't want her to get harassed or hurt, or, like, God forbid anyone does anything in real life. Like, some people do that in real life. People get schizo. Like, look at, like, Grimmy. Like, Christina Grimmy, who, like, she was a famous singer, beloved everyone, and then someone harassed her in real life. It was horrible. Like, she's not with us anymore. It sucks. So you never want that for someone like Bao. Like, it's not, none of this stuff is really that big of a deal. But once again, it is a intriguing talking point that people, like I said, go in La La Land. Like, they don't understand that there's, like, repercussions to your actions, and that's why there's so much hate against this Bao person, because she's generally a bad person. And I feel like over here, I'm like trying to go make these videos and try to even give her, like, some leeway and discussion. And I almost feel like I shouldn't even be doing that, because she never did that for me and never would do it for other folks. Never did it for Sinder, anyone. So I really don't know why I'm giving her the big graces, but I feel like as a person, that's what you're supposed to do, especially if you're making content, because I don't want you guys to harass her. Just like I just say my own opinion on this all. And it's okay, people disagree on me on this, but it sucks. But, like, other people think that she's, like, the mean girl, that she tried to use people, that people are thinking that she used the VTubing medium to grow. An opportunistic lady, and, like, the second that VTubing maybe falls behind a little bit, or there's a little bit of, like, a downturn, instead of trying something crazy new or doing something that's awesome or trying to mix up the medium, she just says whatever and then goes and starts in real life streaming at Disney World. Now, would I be doing the same thing? Probably, but I also wouldn't be trying to go call people child predators without me knowing that. And if I ever did mess up, I would fix it probably the same day. But maybe that's just how people are. Some people don't get it. So anyway, they're like, why is this shocking now? And I kind of agree. The current trajectory has been there in plain view for how many years now. Calling it, she'll probably just rebrand as Bao and be a musician. Fall in love with Kai Cenat streams or something, basically insinuating that she's going to try to go get in like these popular content creator circles like a Ludwig or Sea-Dog or anyone else in the LA circle who wants a bit of clout, hang out with Extremely and run some red lights. Start hanging around them, probably date a few of them. I've seen Bao allegedly, I don't know how true this is, like dating like a bajillion different VTubers at this point. That's all just speculation. I couldn't tell you that. Let me just be honest with that. Maybe a drama will happen about toxic boyfriends because duh, sister, you effed men. Oh yeah, can I also remind you guys too, when she made that famous tweet and she said it was about Miskif, it was actually about Sykkuno, so she lied about everyone to fit different narratives. Like, you can't trust this woman. Like, this woman unironically will lie to everyone's faces and people still ate it up. And I'm like she literally admitted that she lied. She literally, first of all, said that weird tweet was about Miskif, and then later on, she said it was about Sykkuno. So she lied to fit narratives. This woman's a liar. This woman has lied about like SA and lied about other stuff. So why would you ever believe this person in any capacity? Like, I truly feel like I'm in like a la-la land when it comes to the VTubing sphere, because some of these people are just like, do they just not research before they type? Do they not, like, are they just low IQ? Like, you could still like her and like her content and think some of the stuff the critiques get too hard for her. That's totally fine. But once again, a lot of people are doing it, not because of just like this face cam issue, because she's a bad person. And people have seen this or seen the drama, etc. Like, do I have to go and like make like an expose video of like what happened? Because I almost feel like I need to, and I really don't want to, because it involves like other people. And like I said, like police, like, like I really would, I have to quite literally would have to call a lawyer over here. Like, I literally got someone arrested due to this all stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like I don't want to go into that. There's a reason why I don't want to be victim Andy over here. But like, this person's just truly a bad person. And I've been on Twitch for like 14 years. I have been in so many Twitch communities and have so many friends. And like, it's just like, I've never seen someone who is somehow getting through so many scapegoats in one capacity and that no one cares. But it's actually funny because I think a lot of people are starting to care. That's why there's so much hate against her, because people are like, they cracked the egg, if you will. Cinder's done no drama. What has she done? Everything. Like, there's a list now at this point. So yeah, probably end up on a Hassan stream of what's going to happen. I don't care why so many see this as a blow to the VTubing indie scene as she dips out. Yeah, she isn't even indie. She's as corpo as it gets. So true. Like, dude, when she was on her break, all she was doing was streaming just to go and do sponsors. Like, I saw this stuff because we just made a video on it like forever ago. And like, just because it was gossip and tea. Because people were mad. Like, people were mass unfollowing her because she wouldn't even be making content. And then she was just doing sponsored posts. Like, she literally saw her community as like a bunch of paid pigs. Like, you're on this break, but you're totally fine to go and stream just to do a sponsor and make like $5 grand. I'd be doing the same thing, but I would also be doing other content mixed on in throughout the day, throughout the week. Like, I don't know, it quite literally just kind of seems like I hit my level, I hit my peak. It's time for me to enjoy my hot girl LA life. And that's fine. But once again, it just almost doesn't seem deserved, you know? And I'm not even trying to say I'm the bearer of like deserving or not, although I'm very biased and I do not like this woman. But like, it's like the overall VTubing sphere just feels like they got used. There's a lot of people who think they got used as well. Some people are even being like, don't you want less elitism and nepotism in this genre of media, you know? But like, stuff like this is an intriguing conversation because they open these things on up. Or like something like this. Like I said, this is sometimes people who, no offense to this person, they only see the surface level of it all. Like, I think Bao should be able to post in real life pics if she wants to. Totally. I understand wanting immersion. It's not really about the immersion. It's about people feeling that she used this community, and then once the times got rough, she dips out. Like, it's not really about, like, I mean, some people, yes, but at least in my mind, for what I've been seeing is the more so what I'm saying. People do not like the fact that she kind of spit on the medium, changes the way that she wanted to, try to rustle them up. And the second she's not this queen bee that everyone doesn't like is anymore because she messed up so many times, and she's like, okay, it's time for me to go leave. You know, you don't have to comment a think piece on every post about it. So this is where we kind of want to get more into like the final conversation, if you will. So as I've mentioned, I think I've made a pretty good case, or at least hopefully so, on why this Bao person is kind of a bad person. Like, there's many instances as a content creator, if this was like a PewDiePie, if this was like a Logan Paul, well, some of those people do have that same repertoire, and I do think that they're bad people. But that should be allowed for people to make these comments on it. But there's this weird side issue, and I apologize for this person too, if you don't mind. Like, you're doing this pretty, like, you're not this person. I'm not trying to be like, you're horrible. Okay. I always say this. I'm not trying to be like, you're bad. I like when people talk. Like, I don't want this person to see this and be like, oh, I should never speak ever again, or what if someone's mean about me? No, keep talking. Like, this whole point. Like, a conversation and a discourse is how these things work. And that's why a lot of people don't like Bao, because she never even had a conversation. She just said, I have mental health issues, and then disappeared after she's calling people, pedophiles. Disgusting. Like Kuno is not ADP. He is a cheater, and we don't like cheaters, but he wasn't doing anything with kids. Like, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. But like, see what it's like, you don't have to comment a think piece on every post about it. But like, when people are kind of like blindly defending them, yeah, sometimes it is. It's like, generally, why do you care so much about someone you clearly dislike? Bunch of weirdos with too much time. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't like the fact that some people out here are self-inserting themselves into the drama, where this person is self-inserting themselves in a bunch of drama. It's like you're trying to act like you're above drama. Like I've seen this person in multitudes different dramas, being racist too as well, like insulting white people. And I'm not like some like thin-skinned person. I just think like I would just never want to interact with you. I think you're just a weirdo at the end of the day. And like I said, I'm pretty right down the middle in terms of political stuff, so I can kind of call this stuff on out. Because I'm not like some hardcore righty over here, some chud, and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, I just think like, why? Like, why is there like this weird shield, if you will, this bubble, if you will? Because people are more so calling out the idea that Bao is a bad person who utilized and like schemed a medium. Now, there is other stuff out there too, that you have your own levels of various stuff, such as like like if she's a misandrous, I can't ever say the word because I never use it besides with this woman. Now, that kind of sometimes can go down a weirder rabbit hole, if you will. But once again, you had all this drama, even art drama too, the Skeb drama. There's just a lot that's happened that people don't like about this. And I do think people, maybe in like a quick glance, if they don't know the extremities of everything that's Bao Woman's done, and I'm someone who has, so I'm telling you guys right now, is why I made this video. Like, I could probably tell you like 99% of YouTubers. I really am maybe more of a uniquer, where I don't like care if you do OF. I don't care if you show your face, as long as you're having fun. If you're a girl, like, I love you. I have so many great, good female friends every time. But as I go and see this type of stuff, it's like, dude, this person's a bad person, so you don't have to defend them. It's like this idol culture where they will protect anything that they think will like upset the chuds or go get views or followers or whatever it might be. Like, this is to me as a grifter. This person is a grifter. End all be all, because they're trying to go and grift to the left and grift to the people who are like, oh, women shouldn't like do whatever. I've seen many people in the VTubing sphere, especially the men who do this, where it's like, men really just suck so much. And oh my God, my girlies. And I'll say the same thing. I'd probably agree with you, but that's because I hear this from women and I see it in firsthand. Like, these people sometimes are saying this type of stuff to go get like followers or try to get viewers or try to get more female viewers. It's like manipulative. Like, they're trying to go and play on this whole entire court. I think it's gross. Like, truly. Like, I think the idea that so many people do not want to have a discourse or have a discussion, like maybe on a deeper end like this, I think that they are bad people. And this happens a lot in the VTubing sphere, and I do think it's finally breaking down. Like, if you're a famous content creator, when I first joined this all, you were not able to go and critique them, talk about them. You'd have hounds of fans go and like call you out. Like, it's like they're like, they would harass you. And these are the types of people who are that same boat. They don't allow open conversation. It's either my way or the highway. And it's just like, I'm not trying to personally attack these people, but I've seen this person do this multiple times. And I'm usually just I can just do it in real life. I don't even have to be in the VTubing sphere. I usually get more views on my random view videos than I can make more on general Twitch commentary. Like, I don't even have to be a VTuber. Like, I've already succeeded. Like, I've already had like a nice 13-year, 14-year Twitch career. I'm like excited. I'm happy. I do stuff in real life. I build businesses. I don't ever have to be here. So I almost feel like I need to start speaking my mind more, because then how else do you get rid of people like this? I don't want them to go away, but more so the attitude of what they're doing is like, I'm so much better than you. Why are you guys even discussing this? It's like this woman was calling someone a child predator, dude. So yeah, people don't like this. Yeah, I think that's a valid thing to go and say. Or if fans feel like they're getting used, why can't fans feel like that? There's probably people who consumed her content or subscribe to her, and they just don't like this. And so, like, what's wrong with that? Like, what makes this person the bearer of, like, oh, you're a weirdo, bro, for having too much time? Like, you have too much time yourself for self-inserting yourself into random dramas. Like well, I don't even know what to really kind of say for sometimes of these people. And, like, I like when you say stuff. This person, like, you may think I'm coming at you or something, or, like, I don't want you to speak. Dude, speak all you want. I like when people have different viewpoints. I might even be friends with this type of guy, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know. But when you see this type of stuff, the first thing I read is that you just think, like, Why are people critiquing them? Shut up. This is Bao, my queen. Who cares? But a lot of the stuff is a lot more deeper than this. Like, there's a reason why people dislike these people. And even on these comments, dude, is like they're even like kind of backtracking, or like, well, maybe not backtracking. It's like push back, maybe? Is that a word for it? Every single time you show up, it's always a brain dead opinion. Go back to the trash can. Generally, why should you care about what you have to say? You have horrible opinions anyway. They care because Bao successfully rebranded and had a sleeper build and isn't talking about Gooner stuff anymore. She's just a kind of a mid-hipster girl that goes to the gym a lot, then that a giant mind F is pissing off the chuds. But like, once again, I do think more so it's like the next, like this is like maybe surface level opinion. If you don't know the deeper stuff, it's like that combination in the mix of everything else. Like they're kind of seen like as a spit to the medium for the medium that she helped kind of grow and kind of foster on up. But I do like this person. And this is why I like these people's opinions. Like this, I think I've shown this person before because I remember their profile picture. And like, this is what I like. Like, you guys may think like this is kind of against somewhat my like whole video, but I like when there's alternate viewpoints of it. So if you're having these content creators that are being like, you're just an idiot, why are you even saying this? Shut up. Like, you don't harbor a good, proper conversation. You don't harbor like a good debate, and you don't have an opinion. You're basically just trying to go and self-insert yourself into drama and try to act like you're better than everything else when there's actual like intriguing things to break down and discuss. And like, you know, like this is just how it is when it comes to the VTubing sphere. You have all these people who will be like, if it's not my way or the highway, you are doing something completely wrong. You're an idiot. You shouldn't talk, whatever. And I think I've always been the opposite. I want you to disagree with me. I want you to go have a different opinion from me. And I do not care if people in my subscribers or audience or Twitch or Twitter ever go and disagree with me. Because as long as you can do it respectfully, and hopefully I'm mostly doing it myself, and then I think that harbors a great conversation where people can grow and find out these real issues and problems too as well. And saying he says this while hinging his mood today on the mood of someone he apparently doesn't care about. You know? Or I don't get how people care so much and are so involved in what other people post and do. Like, no offense to this person as well, because I've even shown them in these videos. Like, I don't think maybe people sometimes even realize this or whatever. But like, I've seen this person in like put themselves in so much drama, and have seen so many different types of drama post. So this is the exact example where it's like you go and you can go and talk about drama all you want, but then at the same exact time, then other people can't. And if people say stuff you don't agree with, it's, oh, I don't understand how other people out here can go and do different things, you know? So it gets a little bit on the stranger end on top of this. I don't really know how to explain this because, yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to word this better or do type stuff. I don't know. Because sometimes they will get themselves into drama, they'll get themselves into certain situations, they'll chime into drama itself. And as they go and do that, it's like, what do you kind of want to go and do? I don't know. Like, it's like people kind of want to say their own thoughts. That's the whole point of going on Twitter. That's the whole point of making comments. And once again, I got nothing against this person. I've actually agree with them a lot of takes. Like, I kind of looked in their Twitter to kind of like see the overall general vibe, and I think I saw lewd photos a little bit over there. So I think I could really kind of show anything up on, yeah, I really can't show anything. But once again, it's kind of mostly a little bit of a bias over here because they're showing their own Flash stuff. They might have a separate different type of website, whatever it might be. I don't know. And I don't mind. It's your you do what you want on your account. Like, that's fine. Like I said, there's been times I've seen this person, I recognize their profile picture, and I agree with them. But I just don't like the idea where it's like, I don't care why people care so much or so involved other people post and do. But once again, it kind of shows the bias because I just saw them once again posting lewd photos, having a lewd account, and flesh posting. So this is like their biased prerogative to go and promote it. Like, they are being biased over here and they're supporting people not having this discussion because it goes and benefits them if you shut up about it. This is the perfect example. And like I said, I'm not trying to hate on these people. I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy of it all because I like, you do it. Like, every single video I've made, every single post, whatever, dude, I would quite literally be like, that's fine. Post stuff if you want to do it. I've said this on the start of my video. I'll say it in every video. I don't care. It's like your body, do whatever you want, dude. That's fine. But it's weirder if you go and you tell people like, oh, you're such a weirdo for discussing it. Like, am I a weirdo for saying that like it's kind of weird that you're blocking stuff? Yeah, you probably would think this. Some of these people would probably subtweet it out instead of like just hitting me up, like send me like a tweet and be like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, why do you think that? Or just agreeing or whatever. So I don't know. So some people are like this, like, no, dead ass, I don't like Bao, but she hasn't done anything to warrant this stuff. I would say so, and this person probably doesn't fully understand what's going on. She generally needs to be learning from her mistakes. I've never once saw her learn from any of her mistakes because she never took accountability. She never apologized. She never changed stuff. And even when Mujin somehow does that and she does not, it's weird. Like, why do people care that she's posting her face? Let her be confident. She could be confident queen all she wants, but once again, I feel like these people are missing the mark. They're not realizing that people are critiquing her due to the fact, and some people are doing that, yes. But many people are, you know, and many people are saying this too. You already have to have a certain level of narcissism to stream, true. VTubing at least removes the question of vanity. I hate when VTubers do in real life and face reveals because you're not only introducing vanity, but also throw away the craft of building the character with VTubing. And I feel like a critique like this is perfect. It's like they appreciate the lore, they appreciate the world of being a VTuber. And like, these are like, I'm trying to say, like, these are critiques, you know? This is like critiques. I do agree. There's like, people are talking about how she's unattractive. That's not the right way to do it. Call her a W word. It's not the way to go and do it. Body shame her or like make fun of her face or whatever. I agree. That is not the way to do it. But once again, you have to sometimes realize if someone can actually go and do things properly and actually hold on a proper discussion of why these things are bad and how it can actually have negative repercussions towards other women, etc. That's like La La Land again. Like, I've had many women go and get absolutely hurt. They've had these weird expectations of doing OF and lewd content, and all of this put together affects other women. And I've had many women go and give me compliments on me trying to say this type of stuff. Because you should be allowed to have a discourse. You should be allowed to go and call out someone with really repeated bad behavior. And the fact that there are people out here trying to go and stop that, trying to go inhibit it, or act like, oh, this is not some bigger deal, that to me is a little bit of a strange end. But I do agree with all these posts. This is why I'm not trying to be like super mean on these folks out there. Is that, yeah, sometimes if you're a little too heated, I tend to give this guy a little bit of a bone because I'm not trying to, you know, be beefing with everyone over here. Like on someone like on this person, I've seen you make good takes. Like maybe on this one, I just think maybe it's a little bit weird, or maybe you just don't fully know what the whole situation, or maybe you even disagree with me. That's totally fine. But I've seen this person make good takes. I think they're a smart person. But from what I just quickly saw, it looks like your prerogative is to kind of go and defend the fleshy stuff, the lewdy stuff. So you kind of have a bias towards it all. But that's okay. Like I see the bias, but like you know what I mean? Like it's a weird one. You know? I don't know. Like is this like this really was like just go watch someone else, but it kind of does. There's no like no real argument for this. Like there's no real like commentary towards it, or something like this. It's like, hey, you're a bunch of weirdos. Like I would almost want to say you're the weirdo dude for being a VTuber who's now self-inserting in drama. Like we're all weirdos. Like you have to be self-aware of this all. Like I said, I got no beef on this guy. Like I don't know you. Like I could be friends with these people. You know, it's fine. But there's one certain instance, yeah, people like I keep on saying are just offended by it. They don't like the idea that people, you know, are just getting away with doing bad stuff, trying to be this quirky quungus. So I had to drink water. But a lot of yapping. And it's just kind of a weird vibe. I don't know. And like, once again, like it's weird. Like some people can be like selective. I see this a lot. They'll go on a 15-page Twitter rant about like a certain thing where they know they'll get like they're in the right. They know it's a very easy topic. And then when there's like an actual opinion you have to go and form and kind of justify and critically think, they're like, well, why does anyone care? It's just a waste of time. You guys are a bunch of losers. There are losers, there are parasocialers who are involved in this that are way too heated on this whatsoever, but at the same exact time, there is, I think, very valid critiques in this valid person, and if you don't assume that, or you don't even agree on that, then you are in La La Land. Because you should never be allowed to go and call someone like a sexual predator for someone who's like a 17-year-old and not backtrack that, and you should never be having your community go and harass children, literal children, for being groomed. And at the same time, if you're someone who is, well, trying to go and completely insult your past friends, use them, mooch them, or utilize the VTubing sphere to try to grow your career, guess what? At a certain point, yeah, you are a bad person. And it does make me feel really concerned in the VTubing sphere that there are still so many people who are stuck in this La La Land, stuck in the fact that some of these bigger VTubers can't do no wrong, because there's better, bigger VTubers who will take their spots. And if Bao does go and leave VTubing forever, there'll be another content creator who will go and, well, and ideally be bigger and better than her. A lot of yapping, a lot of talking, a lot of opinions, and I probably pissed off like 5 different people, but I generally don't think I care anymore. So give me your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Don't send any hate towards any people. Like I'm showing these people's tweets over here. Like if I just think this guy's kind of, like his opinion's not that wrong. He has the right to his opinion. He has the right to his thoughts. If anything, I respect him for it. And it just is kind of like the trying to be too nonchalant, and I don't like nonchalant people. I like people who can formulate opinions and thoughts and kind of research stuff on out. So hopefully in the future they can, and maybe I would even agree with these people in the future. Like this isn't, like I said, this isn't me beefing these people. This isn't me trying to go and call out these people. Like whatever. Like I hope this guy keeps on having a great day. or if they ever see this type of stuff, like I would never want to have someone critiquing what I have to say online. You know, but like, dude, like I like, this is just a video. This is just like a thought in the commentary stuff. Like, this is just a girl posting pictures of her face. I don't really care. And again, I think you always have the right to say whatever you want. I got no bad blood towards you. Just the sake of the video, sake of the thing I've seen for other people do. Sorry for anyone who I did go and showcase up as a scapegoat. Now, there's other things I want to maybe talk about too as well, with like, there's like some Fansly stuff that kind of popped on off, etc. But maybe we'll save that for another day. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Sorry for this crazy yap, and I kind of never really want to speak on this Bow person ever again because I do not like her at all. There's better content I can go and make. But nonetheless, let's upload this and see how me actually forming my actual opinion does, because I feel like I almost sometimes am a little bit too nice, or I'm a little bit not, I don't know. I'm trying my best, so hopefully I don't offend. I don't ever like the having bad blood on people. Even if anyone I mentioned this video, I'd be like, yeah, I'll talk to you for 5 minutes and say, hey, you know, I don't know. I think you guys get my vibe. But maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Maybe I shouldn't care. If they don't like my opinions or don't like me or disagree and you can't handle that, then they're probably just weirdos in real life. Anyway, appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. We have our own Twitter and Twitch down below. I'll talk to you guys all soon.